Hello everyone, this is Serious Trivia. Welcome back to another episode of our Humankind Let's Play as we continue from turn 153. I think we can just end turn. We did pretty much everything and we get our Statue of Liberty built over here as well. And we don't have enough, we might actually have enough to claim the next wonder. We're getting pretty exclusive monopoly over all the wonders right now. Because we're the first one to industrial. Someone might have claimed the Big Ben. It's a possibility because we do have a couple other factions joining the industrial era and they've been behind. Yep, they get to grab it. So we got 2 out of the 3. Pretty happy with that. The Persians or the Dutch, they actually share a piece of land on our continent. I don't like that, but I can't do too much about it. We did get the tech, which gives us additional city cap, which means we could keep this city, but I don't like this city. They're about to lose the war. I don't want them to lose the war. So we're going to give them a bit of point back by wrecking this city. And we'll take a bit of money to wreck the rest as well. We want to get rid of these religious centers because they actually give them additional faith for their religion, not ours. The artifact follow-up event. So month have passed since the stele was brought back to the capital with great fanfare. Now the artifact sits in an empire repository gathering dust. Its script still indecipherable. Hearing of its fate, 2 parties have approached your court, both seeking to take control of its future. The first is a young scholar who claimed with proper funding that she will be able to crack the code and learn great truth. The second is a curator who wishes to make the stele the centerpiece of a great exposition, celebrating the empire's might. What is your desire? So I think this is based off Rosetta Stone, also based on what it looks like in the art. We'll pay a bit of money to go for a little bit of science, study it, learn 3 languages from the translation, which is basically what the Rosetta Stone eventually became of. And pretty quick turn. Yeah, the armies moved properly. We'll claim Sihe in the same spot after we wreck it. Both of these actions will give them a bit of points to stay afloat. I don't want them to lose the war yet. Let's continue. And we're going to claim it in the same spot because this actually protects quite a bit of the river on Highland. I quite like how they placed it. We're going to keep that the same for us. At Artifact of War 3, the stele has revealed its secret. After careful, diligent study, the young scholar made a breakthrough when another fragment of the same script was discovered in a scroll containing a known ancient language. Astonishingly, as well as casting light on the culture, the script reviewed a hitherto unknown mathematical theorem with application in logic and engineering. Did the Rosetta Stone have the Pythagorean theorem on it? I'm not sure, because it should be Egyptian, Greek, and Latin on the stone, is what I want to say. I could be wrong. But it's definitely 3 languages on the stone, if my memory serves. And Egyptian will be like the big breakthrough into reading hieroglyphs from it because of another known language. So the follow-up event for this is quite nice. We paid some money, got some science, got some industry, got some stability. I don't hate any of that. And we are continuing to build out here. We got some more research slot for population. We did end up pushing for a lot of, what do you call it? Units out of here. They're ready to go, by the way. So, conquistadors, march to Madrid. Our entry point would be here. Revelatory Art Civic, plus influence on market quarters. We don't have a lot of that. We'll take the influence on the maker. We'll have free art. Quite pricey, but our influence gain is decent, and that, Civic itself will also provide a bit of influence for each maker quarters. I think it's gonna pay off in the end, or I hope. And I think we can end. They have a new army. They're still using swordmen. Oh my god, they're behind. Oh, we have a lot of cash, right? So trade
Sovereign.
everything. going to be used for diplomacy now.
Your empire is an enigma.
Why?
I find your proposition outlandish.
Like we're strong enough to say no to people.
This proposition should be in all our best interests.
A pleasure to accept.
I can only say that this is excellent.
Yeah, instead of demanding 2,000, do business with us and we all make
Are
money.
you wine or are you vinegar?
We would all benefit from growing closer.
Greetings.
Well, their
To what
fate is
I owe
not going to
this
be
pleasure.
very nice down the line. Wow, saffron, wherever they have it, it's difficult to get, but okay. That's our round of trade there. Our money is booming, let's just say that. Alright, plenty of things we want to wreck in this city. Ah, maybe it's time to build these. We only have one coastline. If we attach this, which I was thinking about, we could get a bit more. The city structure on this side is going to be a bit weird. Fenghao is not a big city. It could be bigger, for real. Because they took a lot of land, and Madrid's going to end up taking more land on this side. So if they want to expand, this would be the option. Get a little bit of research in here later on. And most importantly, we can get the shared access here for a little bit of extra adjacency. All right, we'll also work on this first. Units moving out.
What do you say to this?
Yes.
I cannot dispute the benefit in that.
Why is your stuff? You're really far away from me,
Let's
huh?
have wine
Okay,
and
these are a
song.
little cheaper. Naval transport. This is also naval, but the base price is so high for your pearls. We'll come back and buy more next turn. Alright, Madrid still has a few rounds of infrastructure that needs to be built because, you know, it's just a new city. Not that one. Stability is not an issue. Interior? Yeah, we got a lake. I think it... There's a border here, isn't there? I can put 2 down. Yes, we'll get rid of the harbor, it's fine. Or do we have ruins? Probably over here. I don't see any ruins. Ah, found it. Infrastructure still needed. I can build a new harbor. Right. After that gets replaced, I can even build a harbor over here too. Get all these adjacencies going. Pressing matters. Prevent any empire revolution. I want the civic cost decrease. So that's going to be our next expenditure. And we are going to fly through these turns. Ramsack complete. Yeah, violence is stopping trade, but is it my fault? I don't think so. Yeah, we don't really need to respawn over there yet. As a matter of fact, why don't I get the... Where's my new right here. Our conquistadors to wrap up the fighting over here. Bring some gunpowder into it. Population star. And we suddenly have 4,000 again. Steam engine got picked up, which means we have new resources to get. Excellent. We'll make rounds, check our cities for resources.
Acquaintance again.
War keep disrupting trade. It might have to do with the fact that we're ransacking the city, but we haven't taken out the city yet, so I don't think that's the case. I think it's on
Tell
their
me about
side.
yourself.
Are you wine or are you vinegar?
Oh yeah, we can't buy stuff from her. She has the treaties messed up.
It is pleasing to see you, friend.
What else is messed up? The crisis situation. She has like a 3,000 demand on us. Who's next?
Will we end the day friends or foes?
What is your issue? Ah, he only has it through a license. Okay.
What concerns you today?
Oh, you're cheap. We'll get money and we'll come back to you. The problem with them is we're highly likely going to war with them. Alright, this city is wrecked. But we can still... Well, first we want to claim it. I'd like a high ground. There's no water features. It's disappointing. Well, there's a water feature here that we can secure by neighboring because we can combine it. Are we going to combine with them? I was thinking combining with them. This will be a massive city if we combine these two. There's not a lot of value here, except for the wonder. I think maybe we do combine with them. And then Sihe with them as well. Fenghao is good enough with this shape. This is a big place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh. Maybe not. The research spam. It makes some sense, but not a lot of sense. We could stop it. We could do... I like the high ground. Let's just do it defensively. There's not a lot of resources we're trying to sustain here. Ah, right. Time to get our resources. And we're not building train stations. They're great, but there's pollution, I believe, which we're not interested in introducing. Yeah, we'll actually build a couple harbors. Hamlets are nice, and there are places that could benefit quite a bit from a hamlet, especially here. We get 3 rivers this way with this hamlet placement. We only get 2 rivers this way. I want to build one here, but already build one this territory? Maybe we just do the 3 rivers here. Yeah, I don't hate that. And then that needs to be a tree. We need to get a runner unit. Can we get a free unit? Or is that gone? No more free units? Yeah, no more free units. We could... I don't want to go seafaring just yet. He only costs 1 population. So I'm going to use him. Saboteur. I need to get rid of some districts again. These are so free with the amount of industry we have. We could just do 1 set of projects. Doesn't hurt. That unit will get the benefit, of course. Alright, got a bit of more money.
You have my attention.
Continue to check our trade.
You tend to own.
Will we end the day?
You have my ear.
I'm gonna skip them.
How do you do? In every sense of the question.
Poor Ottoman.
So tell me, how are you today? I'm sorry, but no deal is... I have a proposition for you.
They are merchant,
I
so a
think
lot of
you're
these
right.
are not theirs. I think they
You
only have the
are as
saffron.
just
Yeah, we're
as
buying
your
everything from
wives.
everyone else, so...
Let's make it so.
Wow, this
Really,
pricey?
it was the
Hold on,
only
who's the last
possible-
faction?
Welcome. What do you seek?
We are at war with the last faction. We seek your death. Yeah, we'll get the saffron. That's probably the last bit of trade we need to do, and then we have complete monopoly over global trade. Pick up, where is it? Here. No rivers? Here. Yeah, we could... the natural preservative is coming, so that would pick up both of those. And then there's nothing here to pick up that. Unfortunately, that doesn't help us. This kind of helps, but it kind of kills that tile. There is no value up here. Right. Might as well go back to planting trees, not gonna lie. Let's check all the rivers, make sure we have everything good. These natural preservatives might get rid of that, so I don't think that's gonna help us. Oh, maker's quarters, that's what we want. We want this maker's zone to happen around this and around this too. It's gonna be a pretty big maker section all the way down here. Yeah, we're gonna build out the maker's hub here. We got the trophy for cross-world 8 factions trade.
Your heathen ways sow only chaos. Move toward light.
You crisis me again?
You endanger. I'm
You-
sorry.
you know how this
but
works.
no deal is better than a bad deal.
You don't want anything else.
I was simply testing the waters, you understand?
Wait, who are you buying this from? That
To put it
oh,
simply,
I can't buy it from the Persians, but I can buy it from him
Simply
through the
magnificent.
Persians. It's like the global sanction workaround. Same thing with silver. Yep, same thing with silver. Extra pricey though, and they take a cut, of course. Not sure how I feel about that. Silver, silver is good because we do have the patronage for silver. And mercury, actually. All right, we'll pay up. Wait, it's not letting us. Huh. Interesting. That ramsack is finished. That ramsack, that claim is done. That ramsack is done. It's fast now because it's one turn because this is part of our region now. Wondrous? On lead? Hello. Do I want to make this a huge city? It's getting to that point. Or do I just save it for like this? But then the shape doesn't really congruent. Alright, we'll take it. Get the expansionist star. Our district building, 7 more will give us another star. That'll put us enough to move on to the final era. Speeding by pretty fast. Turn 161. Have plenty of time to spend in the last era. What do they have here? Honestly, not super happy with how they did all these districts, but we do get to keep the Colossi, which is what we want. We got rid of all their science buildings that we didn't want. Not science, the religious building that we didn't want. These don't make a lot of sense. Like these don't make a lot of sense at all. They should be all makers, to be honest. So we're gonna actually change that. Get rid of that. We should split the army up because now it's only one turn, regardless of what strength we are. That can be science. even then, is this really? It's probably. It's questionable at best. Because if we do the full surround, then this can be science, right? This can be science. I don't mind that. But this tile, I think we industry the rest. All right, let's keep that for now. I'm gonna also get rid of this. I don't like that. And you're gonna have a tough job. Well, we got a new harbor area. Adjacencies, right? Not gonna have a lot of good adjacencies. If we can get a maker zone over here. But then, like I said, it's gonna be science-y. Let's put it here. Why can't I? Yeah, why can't I put it here? Because I don't own this one. So if I attach this, I can put it here. Maybe I'll wait for that. We do have quite a bit of ruin. No, not there. Here. Here. That's what did I miss? That one. Right, if you're not ransacking there, I don't like this placement either. Like, market quarter would make more sense here, especially around here. Food here. Just a terrible piece of land. Actually, new command. You guys go into war. And we'll leave the other unit here to take care of the ransacking. They can split. Let's get rid of it. I think it doesn't make sense to put the science here. Even though there's good adjacencies, it's just not good enough. Okay, back over here in Nanjing. With the number research quarter, we need those infrastructure online. Speaking of research quarters, like here, I can see why we might want to make research quarter just go out of hand because we dedicated that entire zone to it. And then this is a hamlet, which opens up these. Now these are luxuries. They're a little bit different. Geyser-wise, like if I put this, but then we can just do the natural reserves, and that's going to make more sense. This is going to be science-y. We're going to try to combine them later. Alright, if we have nothing to do, we get a little bit of extra by planting the trees on these rivers. There's enough jobs here. That's just a regular research quarter? I guess it's next to a Confucian school, next to geysers. Kind of makes sense. Kind of. I can do this, do this. Wait, why can't I build there? Because this zone isn't actually connected to it, right? That's the problem we have. We can't actually build around because they're not actually connected to useful stuff. It's okay. We'll have a workaround, especially after we get the natural this one right here, natural reserve, which is coming soon. Harbor, maybe? Now that we built so many of these things. And then we actually might build a few market. Interior. We'll take it. Population is going to have issues again. Let's continue our maker quarters spam here. That what we wanted to do. At least for this tile, this has adjacencies to maker, and that has adjacencies to maker. That we already preserved. And then here is probably a money for double adjacency on that, and then we probably just spam the money down. Although we ruined the mountains. Maybe maker here still. We don't really care about money. We just spam the maker zone here, get the mountains. Maybe money here. Give 2 to the harbor. And then just do a triangle here, give up this mountain. Not a lot of yield anyways. Alright, no more labor, and then cheaper for the civic, which is pretty crucial. There is one that we are kind of waiting for. Press freedom? Yeah, 4,000. It's going to get there next turn, I think. Constant demand. Trade loss. Conquistadors have arrived. We kind of avoided this battlefield because of the terrain issue. Now with Conquistadors joining the fight, they're coming to fight us first. Interesting. Who are these? They're not getting any help from them, but that... Oh, Howden's their special unit. Okay, the basic... Okay, I understand what that is. I'm gonna stand on the non-river tiles and let them take it. We'll take it back. Should be pretty simple. We have 45 strength. They have 30. Good luck. Oh, they just die. Okay. Swordsman, die. Reload. So this is pretty accurate for Conquistadors. Right? Landing in South America and watching these poor women get killed. Keep rushing. Got one more. Oh, they stayed. Well, why do you stay? You're still gonna die. We're free now. It's better if we bring the elephants actually, because they can shoot and move.
Forward. Get ready. Stay together. To arms.
It's over. I think this city will keep. I like the way it's built in the position. I don't like the district, so a lot of ransacking. And then we're also going to use that to help us get this blue later on. Is that what they're building right now? Yeah. Well, the Conquistador is going to come in and pretty much wreck the whole town. We'll keep the city for support.
Snake approaches.
It's gone. I think we win the war. Alright. What are we keeping? What are we getting rid of? My poor city is busy clearing ruins everywhere. I'm gonna group them up. We're going to start provoking the blue faction. How much population do we have? I don't want to push for more industries. Our industry is fine. I think there were some violence that did some things to our trade.
Yes, you.
You.
Tell me what is on your mind.
It was not love or...
I bid you greetings in the name of my
You.
proud people.
They have a lot of stuff we want, right?
Your empire is an enigma.
Oh, he's a vassal. She's a vassal.
Your heathen ways sow only chaos.
Oh, you're about to die. Right. We'll worry about them later. Who did we... What land did we want him to get rid of? Over here, right? Because we built a hamlet. So we'll start here. We'll clean these up. Plant trees on them. Because one city's building it. It's not even our faith. We're definitely not going to help them build it. This is a weird tile. It has a forest, but it's not visually showing it. Which is a bit awkward, but it's there. We can make these a little denser. We can get a little extra yield on them. But we don't have to, I feel like. This one's unclaimed, really, here. Grab the infrastructure. These are also unclaimed. Hamlet placements. Right, with this new zone in particular coming from here, we can benefit a lot from a couple of maker quarter placement. Like looking at the number of mountains we pick up. This is adjacency to that. Wait a second. So if I hamlet here, I keep the mountains. I also get double on that one. I might do that actually. Might seem like the dumbest hamlet placement ever, but like... Or we can go around and do this and claim the mountains anyways, and not have any issues there. Because this is clearly going to be all makers. That's being exploited correctly. Just visually struggling to keep up. Plant trees around the Eiffel Tower. Check. Natural preserve coming in 3 turns. Good. Quite proud of this city, but gotta be a place where we can... There's a lot of rivers. That one's actually not taking... These two are not taken care of by anything. But for me to take care of both of them, I need to place it here, which I don't want to place it there. These are taken care of. This one's also not taken care of. This would be a good place, but then we already put something on this territory, so we can't do that. This massive river system is taken care of, as is these. These two, not really. These 3 here. Maybe a hamlet here. Also a kind of dumb placement of a hamlet, but we do pick up 2 river tiles. And then we can just plant trees there. I'm down for that. That one's not being exploited, so it's okay if it misses out. That one's also not being exploited properly, so the tree doesn't actually help. I can't hamlet in this region anymore. Sad. We did combine this region. There are things we could do. We probably want to wait for the natural preserve to come out first before we make a lot of the calls. Let's wait. Mexican, about to, I think we won the war. Hold on, let's pick up that proximity first. Where is it? Where is it? No. Let me click it. Oh. +1. I prefer the combat strength. That's okay. Let's see what we get. We keep the city. We get the region next to the city. That's all their land. And they lose, right? They're gone. And they pay us the remaining parts.
I suspected that you would acquiesce.
What do you have? They have 1 unit left, right? They can go claim some land, apparently. That's obviously cancelled. Can I not cancel that? I have to finish it? No, cancel it. I guess once I start, I have to finish it. Ugh, so annoying. Let's see. We are attaching that, I think. It's built well. Oh, I don't know what Siamese city should be. I'll find out what the name should be and then we'll name it properly. I am gonna take the elephants here. Can I get rid of it? No, I can't. I have to finish it first. This is silly. These are common quarter, right? Okay, we'll split them up and get rid of the quarters. Conquistadors actually start heading down because we need more armies. We need at least 2 more armies for the battle against the blue faction. Because I need to focus down on the land they have down here first, especially with the Conquistadors. We'll ransack our own land here first. And this group will take care of this over here. We'll join them. All right, it's these can wait the turn. Here, we'll move up. This way both of them can use up their moves. Which city is going to produce the units for the war? They're busy, but they're closest. That's the thing. Madrid doesn't have a lot of populations. I think it's going to end up being the capital city again. We're also busy. Fenghao. Maybe Fenghao will do it. Less busy. We can lend a hand because we're really good at shared projects. Let's do that first. So we can free them up. And then if we do enough ransacking, they'll get a lot of population. And maybe... oh, this infrastructure nightmare. He doesn't even have to work on that. It'll get finished in 1 turn. Actually, some of these don't need to happen first. Let's just do the basic food and, you know, industry first. Wait, we already have ruins? Oh, from previous wars. And then we will want to plant trees all over these once we can. These, at least these 4 right here. Oh, this river here is nice too. We probably want a hamlet. Well, currently we need to get the stability back. It will bounce back naturally. All right, give us some time to. Oh, we have enough stars too. Oh, maybe we should just move on. We are giving up a lot of potential points. Like easy to get 2 district, easy to get 2 science. 5 more kills might be kind of hard because we're not going to war anytime soon. But these 2 stars, I feel like it's a simple matter of waiting. We're up by a lot more points now. Okay, so split the army up.
Together. Move it. Let's go. Let's go.
Science doesn't make sense there. Science doesn't make sense. Oh, no, no, not altogether. And then last one. Food makes a little bit of sense. Science does not make any sense. I can buy one for 9,000. That's kind of pricey. I'll just take the boost. I can do my own science. Ramsack. Same thing for you guys. It's nice of you to build a holy site for us. It's not the holy site I'm looking for. And we don't have non-aggression packs, so I'm gonna try to wipe out the faction. We don't want them to restart. They will never like us. What is this? That's administrative center. Oh, that's the blue faction, right? I was like, that's somewhere we want to get rid of in the future. Let me put this guy in here so they're walking at 2 different speeds.
Things change, even leaders and empires. I have a proposal for you.
No.
I find your proposition.
He should get the message.
Let's go!
I don't have non-aggression pack. I could just walk in here. But I don't know if I should provoke him now because we're not really ready for it. The human animal. Garrison industry. I don't care about garrisons. I don't care about common quarters. I do care about press freedom. Reduce the cost of our civics even more. Do we want to move on? Let's take a quick look. There are benefits, obviously. We pick up a legacy trait, which is super strong. We can start building new emblematic, which is pretty nice. And get access to the latest tech if we want to continue moving forward. If we really wanted to win the game as fast as possible, just pick the Turks and spam public schools, end the game maybe in like, I don't know, 20 turns. It would be so simple. So I don't want to play a science victory, right? That's kind of against what we want to do. The Soviets are also incredibly strong because the combat strength bonuses add up quite impressively. And per weapon, there's a new deposit of weapons which will automatically be exploited. Yeah, it actually becomes pretty insane because each weapon on the unit will give you combat strength. So we'll end up with like insanely strong armies and just win the game that way if we want to go that route. Become the Americans. All in this great land can live the American dream. Influence on resource being sold. Not sure about that. I want to play something that I didn't play. Let's see. Indians. +3 influence on territory. Number of territory in your sphere of influence. +2 faith. See, faith right now just doesn't feel strong. Extra influence on emblematic. That plays kind of into us if we want the most fame, because we got the double fame from emblematic, from Mystique Star anyways, and we have a lot of emblematic district. Their emblematic district itself doesn't look that nice. I already played the Chinese. Bazillions. 3 food on food producing. So explosion population. Explosion population. Jungle brigade. Also doesn't sound that fun. Industries on all cities. That sounds really good. I don't like strip mining because of pollution. But we can fix that late game. All-terrain PMV. Actually, it's pretty strong. And it's ranged. I'm actually leaning toward the Soviets. Sweden could also work, but then we're going back for science victory again. Going the Soviet for expansionist, cheaper units overall, extra combat strength. There is pollution here, but we don't have to build this yet. I don't need this extra boost until like super late game. Counts as market and maker, sort of same as our floating market. Red Army tank. So imagine if we put Arm Factory next to the coast, next to the Siamese floating market, we get like adjacencies on adjacencies for market and maker on each of them. That's pretty cool actually. And then they also be good next to harbors because the market would count as adjacency for that. You lose a lot of stability per weapons on all cities, but assuming we get huge amount of patronage, this would not hurt us that much. Red Army tank, field repair, regenerate health after a battle, immune to suppression. Our tank brigade rolling across. Well, regardless what we pick, we don't have to pick now. I think this is something we'll do the next episode. For now, we're pretty happy. We're not done with our floating markets, and then we're trying to also build up a few cities. So Home Guard is probably strong enough to defend for us. Moving forward. Whoa. Faction wiped. Someone killed their unit. I didn't do it. Someone did. Coal generator for extra boost, basically. All quarters would be better because per coal, basically. We have 2 coal, I believe. It's not a lot, but it will help. Extra army size. I think we might take this into urban planning for extra city cap. Oil is also needed, but oil takes propellers. Any old one we want? Extra unit be cheap here. Ship that actually can go into deep water. Exploring is not on our mind really. Our unique unit, it's not really gonna come into use until the last era. Yeah, I think electricity first. The Mongols have fallen. Not surprised. You share a continent with us. Your fate's not gonna look so good. 3,800. 5,000. Yeah, maybe Funghao, but then the river works really well with them coming down here, so I think they'll get it. Just be a very expensive city. Oh, we're gonna spend some time building this first. There are so many places we can build this. We exploit. Wait, we have a lot of. I mean, we can put them down, but they're not going to get exploited for a while. It exploits all resources, these unique landmarks, right? So we end up picking them up. And we also get influence on them. Like, if we end up playing ever, like, sort of a naturalist run, I really want to do that in the future. This will be kind of where we can start getting benefits for all that land that we preserved. These geysers as well. Yeah, I still want to stay in this era for a while. That's all the stuff I want to mess up over here. His job is kind of done. We could come over here and fix some of Madrid stuff, because Madrid is also kind of weird. We haven't had a chance to build much in Madrid because we're just spamming infrastructure. Throwing him onto the front line doesn't make a lot of sense. I think he can go into this army. Maybe we'll just send him. He can fight. 33. Eventually he can be upgraded, I think. There is an upgrade option. Or we can just throw him into a city for population. Oh, not here. But there's so much food from Angkor Wat. that even with overpopulation like to this degree, we're still doing okay. Kind of just want to build these. I could have sworn we had more places for this than just these. But we can finally pick up like all sorts of yields on these tiles. Geysers for science. Craters. This is a free one because we haven't picked. I don't like this. I actually like this more. As you can imagine why. We're ramsacking happy. We'll flat out refuse. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And then everyone else group up because we're about to go to war. If they died, we can join back up together too. We'll probably leave this open. The AI typically don't try to take out your administrative centers like how we do it.
For your country.
Actually, you guys can come here. I don't like that farm quarter here either. The maker is the only one that I'm pretty content with. Still not stable enough. Waterfalls, all those features, geysers, black soil, red soil, terracotta. Wow. Nanjing has a ton of nature. Just say that. That's impressive, actually. Look how many. I know, this city's overpopulating really, really fast because we are tearing down a lot of things that each one gives us a population, remember. So we'll lose some of that population, which is fine. You know, I don't intend to keep all of that population. I think I'm pretty happy with everything being torn down. Now we can group. Have him charge down here as well. I think it's wartime. We really need one army to hold down in case they come out with the army. That could be a very bad situation. But there's so much to build. Maybe we just stay peaceful for a little bit. Like, there's so much in the capital too. Someone has to make an army. The overpopulated city of Fenghal will be that. Maybe they can build the army first, and then we'll pump out the natural reserves. It's going to be 7 of these guys, I think. Each army has, what, 6 or 7 right now? Maybe still 6, because I don't think I researched anything. Yep, still 6. So, since you're extremely overpopulated, oh, wow, it's going to be so hard to move. I also think we're missing one. Because you can't replace the same unit with the same, so we're going to have to do this, and then they'll be closer to the front. Then it's easier to move them like this. Alright, this army will be ready in 4 turns, and then we'll build the rest afterward. That way we can have an army kind of near the front just to hold down the fort. We can't trespass yet, so let's just wait. That's it? Unimpressed. Should we? I don't think I care about that 10 money. Care about the 31, right? Production we can get by doing that. And just finishing up this area here. I could just plant trees here. In these 2 slots, maybe in this slot and this slot, and then we'll pick up the extra yield from the tree tenant. Early modern, okay. They're still behind us. We're the first one to electricity. Science Star. They're giving us the 10 food per attached territory free. Which I'm okay with, actually. Thank you, we'll take that free one. And I think this is where we declare war on the blue faction.
What concerns you today?
We will demand
I'm sure you meant no harm, but you must make it.
everything.
I'm sure you meant such transgression. I'm not in such transgression cannot be simply dismissed.
An act of sheer stupidity.
You don't say. You're also allies with the Persians. Huh.
There's just no way to make this work.
They withdrew
I'd
everything.
accept.
I suppose I can waive this one. Go about your way.
To put it simply magnificent.
Who's second place? The Persians. Who's third place?
Greetings. To what do I owe this
British.
pleasure?
Okay. How about we become allies?
I have a proposition for you.
He
I
did not
think
say
you'll
yes
like
to
it.
it.
Neither interesting nor desirable.
How do you do? Whoever you
Austria,
are.
Hungary.
This proposition should be in all.
No
our
one wants to
best
be our buddy.
interests.
Okay. No one wants our buddy. We tried. We tried diplomacy. We're not going to declare open war. We're just going to ransack their county here. This one's not combined, so they can't do anything about that. Anyone home? Nope. I don't like their placement either. So. Do we declare? Maybe not right away. Let's just take this for free right now. Anger them a bit more. Get our second army ready. Very soon. Very soon. Feng Hao is going to pump this out in one turn. There's going to be some pollution issues with this, so we're not going to build a coal plant. We not discover any new resources. Yeah, I think it's fine. Saboteur, he's still trying to chase him down. Why don't you go over here for now? Put them on wait. And we'll just end the episode here. I think we are setting our sight on the rest of our continent. As you can see, the blue faction has all that claimed. We're going to push them back at least to this choke point, I think, in this first phase of the war. And that region will be separated. I mean, that region's separated here, so I don't think we'll be able to grab this region. I don't know where they put their capital, administrative center here. That's one region, that's the capital. So basically here, this will be the edge. We'll claim everything in this region. That should strip them of most of their resources. And then the final bits we'll grab later on. Not too many useful stuff there. You can see most of the luxuries in this region. And at that point, we'll be in contact with potentially more factions as well. We're not going to go to war with all of them. Persia will probably get dragged in. There might be a need for us to build yet another army on the backside in case they do join the war, and then we have to fight them. So we're going to be careful with when we declare war. We're going to prepare for a little bit more, but we're looking good. Valhalla might actually produce more armies because the population is continuing to grow despite the overpopulation. Like the Angkor food is incredible. Yeah, from district mainly. It's a district in our area, and it's just pumping out a couple hundred food. So yeah, that's where things stand. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and see you all next time. Bye.